If you're prone towards road rage, this video is for you, and I'm hoping when you're done watching this, your mindset will be different. This video is a little different from other road rage videos that I've made in the past, because in the past I've spoke to the population in general as if we're all innocent, as if we're all trying to avoid it and that we should. But in this video, I want to talk to people who are willing to be honest with themselves and will admit that they tend to be quick to road rage, quick to get into it with somebody else, quick to mouth off and quick to gesture to someone else. And I'm putting this video together to let you know why that's crazy and why you should make the change today. If we really want to get to the root cause in confronting this issue, we've got to talk about personality types. People usually fall into one of two categories. One, people of principle, people who are driven by principle, driven by what should be and what people should be doing and should not be doing. And then there are those who are driven by what is most practical. Out on the road, we're not in a position of power to hold people to our standards, and we don't have the power to punish them. And oftentimes when we try to, it only makes matters worse. Therefore, we should stick to what is most practical, and that is avoiding being in these conflicts, regardless of who's right or wrong. When I was young, I saw a movie that really disturbed me. There was one particular scene that got to me. I never forgot about it. It was from an old Steven Seagal movie called Out for Justice. Now, when I watched this scene, it bothered me because I didn't believe it was too far-fetched. Just another one of those movie scenes where somebody's yelling at the wrong person on the wrong day, and this kind of stuff happens, especially in areas like this. I thought, would somebody really do that? And then I grew up in the world we live in, and I saw, in fact, that people will do that, and they have done that. In 2024, according to Pew Research, 116 people were killed in road rage incidents involving a firearm. Be bad enough if it was 10 incidents. It was 116. And my point is, these things happen because of how people are, because of how indignant that people get. I've referenced the film Unhinged with Russell Crowe several times, but this is also a great one to watch. This past weekend, I was in somewhat of an incident. I'll admit, it was one of those situations where I kind of cut it close and pulled out in front of someone. And of course, they're blowing their horn and all this kind of stuff. And they pull up beside me in traffic, and it was an older woman, and she was in her car, rolling the window down, just throwing all kinds of obscenities at me and cussing and all this kind of stuff. Well, how do you think I felt? Do you think that I felt pleasant? Do you think that I wasn't moved by it? Nope, I felt rage. I felt the same feelings of anger that anybody would feel. I felt enough anger to be able to safely say that if I were an unstable person at the end of his rope who felt like he had nothing to lose, she would have been in a lot of danger. I can tell just by the way that I felt inside. Human beings make mistakes. That's what we do. Sometimes they're intentional, sometimes they're unintentional. But the bottom line is this: I'm pretty sure all of you would rather get home safe to your family at the end of the day. The simple fact that you don't know that person is enough reason to not get into a conflict with them. We need to stop believing that we can set people straight. We just can't do it. If you think you can and you choose to do that, well, then you are choosing to possibly suffer the consequences of dealing with the wrong person one day. And that will be a choice that you made. If you pursue them and you push the issue and you want to make them pay for what they did, and you want to throw gestures and you want to show yourself, if they act out and you get hurt, that was your choice. There was a situation recently where a guy got out of his vehicle and walked up to a guy's truck and was confronting him through the window and started coming through the window at the guy, and he was shot. Here's how I see the horn of my vehicle. The horn of my vehicle is designed to help prevent accidents. For example, I'm going down the road and somebody is starting to merge into my lane. I will use my horn to let them know, I'm here. Don't come into this lane. But you better think twice next time you want to use your horn to punish someone, because you might punish them, and at the stoplight, they might punish you. I think we should instead be thankful that we avoided an accident. None of us are perfect. Sometimes people are going to wrong us in traffic. Sometimes we might wrong someone else. But I think the ultimate goal should be getting home safe, avoiding an accident. And Even if we had a close call, I think we should just be thankful that we avoided the accident. What are you going to do? You're going to go make them pay? You're going to go teach them a lesson? I guarantee you they won't listen to you. People tend to get more angry and indignant in their car on the road. They also have what I call car boldness. A lot of people feel bold inside their vehicles. They're not so bold when two people step out of the car. And I saw a situation recently where one guy was harassing another guy, and the guy that was being harassed got out of the car, and he was like almost 7 feet tall, and the other guy's attitude changed immediately. So friends, simply put, we don't know people. We need to choose not to get involved in these things. Don't try to correct anybody. Just do your best to avoid accidents. If you have a close call, it is what it is. People are going to do crazy things on the road. Make it more of your aim just to get home safe. Take care.